an ATV accident. Maybe you sprain your ankle or you cut yourself out hiking, or worse yet, a bear mauling. These are all cases of things that can happen out west when you're out and about. And when you're out west, it's not well, you're just not close to communities where you can get that first responder help right away. So that's why it is important you know a little bit about first aid and you have a first aid kit. Now you can go to Cabela's.com and get a first aid kit loaded, ready to go. And that's what I've done. But what I like to do is build upon that, add a few extra things. And that gives me a little bit more knowledge about what's in the kit and how to use it. What are a few basic things you want in your kit? Well, I'm restocking mine right now. And first off, you're going to want latex gloves so you don't get any of the other person's blood on you. After that, hey, it's just lots and lots of Band-Aids. I've got Band-Aids for all sizes, just about everything I'd ever need, and lots of surgical gauze that you can add to a wound and bandage over it and wrap. And with that in mind, you're probably going to want some tape, different wrapping tapes to make sure everything stays in place. Antibacterial wipes, alcohol prep pads, those are other good things to have on hand. And of course, a few different just over-the-counter meds. Non-aspirin, that's good for people who might be allergic to aspirin. Ibuprofens, Tylenol, those types of things to give just a little bit of relief, take the edge off before the first responders show up. I even have this eye wash cup. Pour some water in it, you can rinse something out. Say you splash a little gasoline in your eye when you're filling your ATV up. After that, you just need to know a first aid, kind of a routine, some common sense things. For instance, when you get to an emergency, assess it. You'll probably want to call 911 first. But if there's immediate danger, say the person is, well, right next to a fire or something, you need to handle that first before you get on the phone. But then as soon as possible, call 911 if you have cell service and get more help on the way. After that, hey, pull the person aside, again, if they're in danger. And if they're moving, just make them lay flat and still. They may have back injuries and you don't want them up and walking around. And then take a look. Do they need critical help? Stop the bleeding. Maybe cover them up with a space blanket if they're shivering and look like they're going into shock. Different things like these. And you should research these online. Just a few common sense things. Or if you have a first aid course in your community, take that as well. First aid, having a good kit, having a little bit of knowledge and knowing how to execute it. It's important if you're out west when responders might not be able to get to you for minutes, hours, or even days. Now take a look at these photos. The other day I came across a rollover accident. My first aid, well, it helped alleviate some of the pain. This guy is really lucky to be alive because his truck, it's flat as a pancake. And the next images after that are a buddy of mine. He was skinning a black bear, cut himself wide open. These are great examples of why first aid out west is the first thing you should do before you head out in your next adventure.